Hey everybody, this is Miss Park and Miss Walsh, and we are going to do a quick social studies review for you so that you can use your social studies guide that we gave out a long time ago and also watch this video. The way we're going to play is I am going to ask Miss Walsh a question from our stack of questions, and we will give her a second and you a second at home to answer the question as best you can. And then Miss Walsh will say the right answer. Then after that, Miss Walsh will ask me a question. I will give you a second at home to answer it first, and then I will say the right answer. So you can use this video and your study guide to be ready for your social studies test on the different regions. Are you ready, Miss Walsh?
Yes, I am.
She's ready. Are you ready at home? Miss Walsh, what contributions have the Native Americans given to our country?
Natural resources and the game lacrosse.
Oh, natural resources and lacrosse. Give them a second to think.
Sorry. Okay, Mrs. Park. Snow sled races and earmuff parades are customs from what region?
Snow sled races and earmuffs. The Northeast.
Very good, the Northeast.
Okay, Miss Walsh. Tell us about one of your family's customs or traditions. Why is it important to you?
Oh, this is when we did the quilt squares, and we talked about something that we do every year. And one of the things that we'd like to do is on Christmas Day is to make a special batch of hot cocoa.
Ooh, yum. So that's special to your family. Oh, your turn.
What's special to your family? Mrs. Park. Farming in the plains and prairies is a culture in what region, South or Midwest?
Farming in the plains. Midwest.
Very good, Midwest.
Miss Walsh. Which folk figure, which is another word for tall tale, was a lumberjack who traveled with Babe the Blue Ox? Was it John Henry or Paul Bunyan? Babe the Blue Ox.
I think it was Paul Bunyan.
Yes, you are correct.
All right, Mrs. Parks. Which folk figure was a cowboy who once rode a huge tornado? Paul Bunyan or Pecos Bill?
Tornado. Pecos Bill.
Very good, Pecos Bill.
Which folk figure was a steel-driving man who died with a hammer in his hand? John Henry or Pecos Bill?
I think we did a whole song on this, and this was John Henry.
John Henry. Very good.
Okay, Mrs. Park. An area that has some shared natural or human feature is a region or culture.
Ooh, a region shares natural things.
Very good, and that's a very tricky question, so make sure you study that hard.
A region shares natural landscape. The way of a life of a group of people, the way of their life, is called a culture or a tradition.
A culture.
The way of life is a culture.
That's the clue for that one, the way of life. So when you study it, make sure you study that very clearly because they're tricky. Your turn. Oh, my turn. A person who moves from one country to live in another is an ancestor or an immigrant.
Moving from country to country. I know this. Immigrant.
Very good. It's an immigrant.
Someone in your family who lived before you were born. Region or ancestor?
I believe that's ancestor.
Good job. We are smart.
Country music and blues are customs from what region? South or Midwest?
Well, country's my favorite, and I'm from the South, so it must be the South.
Oh, Miss Park, you're right. It's from the South.
Something that people do the same way every year is an ancestor or a tradition.
This is that tricky question. This is a tradition.
Yes, same thing every year.
What contributions have African Americans given to our country?
They gave us changes in art, music, and dance, and they fought for equal rights.
Very good. That's a great answer.
Surfing, acting, and gold mining are all customs of what region? The Northeast or the West?
The West.
West. Good job. Surfing, acting, and long ago, gold mining.
Name a third group that contributes to the American culture.
Oh, we talked about this. It could be anything like Greece, Italy, Spain, or France. Different languages and where our words come from those different languages. So any different country and how their language has affected American culture language today.
Thank you. That makes it real clear for me.
Good, good. Well, that's our review. See if you can watch this video over and over and answer the questions faster than me and Miss Walsh. Watch it again and again and get faster every time, and you'll do great on your test.